Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel and welcome to a little bit of a delayed wreath for this week. But we were celebrating Mr. Bob's 85th birthday and we had a good time. We visited our son and his wife about 2 hours south of here. They have a lovely piece of property, about 200 acres or more, and a nice cottage or two cottages on the property. So it was a nice time, but we're back to work. And today I'm going to make a wreath that is as flat as a pancake. And that's why it's called a pancake wreath. Now, I know you've all seen these before, but I have somebody who wanted one, so I'm going to put one together online on YouTube for you. And we're going to do a pancake wreath. And it's really still a summer wreath. It's not for fall. Now, the idea of a pancake wreath, for those who are not familiar, is one that is not so puffy that it can't fit between your regular door and your storm door. And up here where I am now in Ohio, there's a lot of people with storm doors. We don't have one on this house, but that doesn't mean there aren't a lot of people with them. So, but it also can be used in an area where you'd like something just to give a little bit of color and not terribly big and elaborate. So here's how we're going to do it. I have got a 14-inch Dollar Tree frame and some chenille stems. Now normally when you make a wreath, when I use a work form, there are 18 loops, 18 ties, 10 on the bottom and 8 on the top. In this one there are 12, 6 on the bottom and 6 on the top. And it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 right on these crossbars. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in the middle. So I'm going to start with the bottom. And we're just going to do, and I don't know, I like to do two wires. Some people just use the one, and that's perfectly all right. But to me, it gets it a little bit less apt to wiggle around if I'm using 2 wires. And I'm going to see if you look, I'm going from this side to this side, from this side of the crossbar to this side of the crossbar, so that it just holds it a little steadier. And we'll get the bottom ones on. We're having a nice span of some really nice weather here. And we just got our back patio screened in, which is really nice for sitting out there. We've been sitting out there, but we and the flies have been sitting out there, and now we'll be able to avoid them. Now, if you want to, you can put a little drop of hot glue, and that will keep it from moving, period. The bottom ones aren't quite so much of an issue as the top. Now we're going to go up to the top and one right in the middle. Now I have my mesh cut already, and I cut it all to 20 inches. And that should give me a little bit of leeway of turning it under just a little bit to help cut down on fraying. And just as easy as that, you've got all your ties on your form. Now I have my mesh cut. Isn't this pretty? It has greens, pinks, blues, purples, lots of pretty colors. So let's show us how we're going to do this. But I just like to just put my thumb under the tiniest bit. Okay? And then I'm going to go up the middle. And I'm going to put my top piece under just the tiniest bit. And sometimes it rolls under nicely, other times you have to work at it. And I have my bow tie. So now we're going to go, and they're going to go so that they're on both sides of this pipe cleaner. Pushing it down. And now what you want to do is you want to kind of overlap them. Okay? We're trying to flatten it out a little bit. So we just kind of overlap. There you go, like that. Okay? Oh. And I dropped them all on the floor, but I can reach it. And of course, you know, other than like when we make a poof wreath, we have to think about going from the bottom to the top. When you're doing this kind of a wreath, the bottom's already separated from the top. Okay? Push it down. Give it a couple of good twists. And now we're going to see if we can just overlap these a little bit. Okay. Tomorrow you'll be seeing my cooking video. That's already up and scheduled, ready to go. And then next week we're going to begin, I guess you'd say, our fall series. However, we're not decorating for fall until September, but we will be getting ready for fall. And we have a few projects we want to do, and I have a few things to share that I've already hauled, but not everything has been hauled yet because, for instance, Dollar Tree doesn't have any of their things out for fall yet. It's all still back to school, so we have to wait. And then in September, we will begin the decorating process. Ought to be kind of fun to decorate here for the first time. more on the bottom. Now it still is quite wide. This is about 20, I would say it's a good 24 inches wide. So it's not like it's a tiny little thing. It just doesn't have the upward dimension so that you can still close your door. Important in cold country. Okay. Pulling with my fingers and holding my thumbs steady. And there you have the bottom row. Okay, now we've got 6 more on the top. I've been working on another project this morning that I'll share with you before we leave. It's a banner for a dog's birthday. That was requested. And you want to get this right down tight. And you see you have really pretty here, but it's not poofing out. My office looks out over the front of the house and the road. And I get to see all the dog walkers, which is kind of fun. And Chelsea doesn't appreciate them too much, but oh, I just undid that one. No, no, no. All right, go in there again. Okay. And I'm kind of putting my fingers underneath to kind of have it slant down instead of up. Let me try putting it over this side. That might be better view. It really fills in nicely, doesn't it? How many of you are watching the Olympics? I haven't seen too much of it. I've got the roll here. It was under the table. Oh, and you know what's good here now? Probably any of your northern climates? Corn. Fresh corn. Don't I love that? Now, of course, when I was in Florida, we had fresh corn, probably 3 times a year, if I'm not mistaken. And we got very used to it. It was actually quite good. So I was kind of waiting for it here. One more. And there you go. Look at that. I have some ribbons. Now the ribbons I cut all at 10 inches. I have this plain green. I have the pink bicycle, plain pink. and floral. So here's what we're going to do with the ribbons. And I've just cut them at 10 inches and then dovetailed them. I'm just going to find the middle, pinch it up, go into one of my ties, tie it off, and then these are going to come down pointing to the outside. So that they're still laying flat. You see? Now what I'm going to do is now I will take these, give them a couple of good twists, cut them off, and push that down. There. You want to get so both ribbons show, if you can. Looks pretty. Get my bicycle right side up. Well, let's see. Oh, there she is. There we go. 4. Really pretty. This is pretty mesh too. I don't have the paper any longer. I forgot to save it, but it was on my last, I don't know if it was the last haul or the haul before. Craft Outlet. And the ribbons are all from Craft Outlet. Oops. Should be a bicycle. There we go. Lots of times I keep um, the ties on and I just use them as part of the decoration. But you're just trying to keep this as minimal as possible. Now, above this one, I'll put a bicycle. You can see them a little better now up top. And these are also just pointing out to the outside. This is probably the last summer wreath I'll be making. Oh, a message from someone. Let me just shut my phone off. Okay. Garbage. Somebody's selling insurance. Two more. There you go, look at that. Now let's see. I think we'll do the flowers to make a nice bow. Let me get that and I'll be right back. Okay, we have to revise that because I didn't have enough. So here's what I'm going to do here. I'm just going to come across like this. And then we're going to go around. 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 We'll go around one more time. Wrong scissors. I don't think these are the right ones either, but we're gonna, oh yeah. Okay. Now I'm gonna do a couple of streamers. And now here's what's gonna happen. I'm just gonna go right up the middle. And then I'm going to put these on. Wrap it around. I'm going to pull this forward and I'm going to give this a twist. Put these where I like them. Take this down in between to the base. And then I'm just going to take these and fan them out. that a pretty roll? Look at that. And there you go. I'll go hang it on the door so we can all see what it looks like. Made a wreath, flat as a pancake. I noticed with these 1.5 inch, they're like linen ribbons. They want to curl, so you kind of have to go back when you've got it in the door and get it all set. Once you've got them set and they're inside a door, they're not going to do that. But in the meantime, let me go put this on the wall. But I'm going to show you something first, so I'll be right back. Okay, this is the banner, and you see it says party time, and then there's doggos in here with hats on to celebrate. Now, it's only just cut right now. It hasn't been put together. So when it is, you'll see it a little better. Isn't that cute? Came out really good. Okay, 1 second. I'm going to show you the wreath on the door. There you go. Isn't that pretty? I love the colors. Let me bring you in a little bit. And you see it's quite big, but if you stand to the side of it, you'll see that it's quite flat. So that's a pancake wreath. Somebody's going to put it up now, and they don't decorate till September, so they'll have a month to have it up. I think it came out pretty. I love it. Pretty colors. So that's it for my delayed pancake, but it's still cooked up pretty good. So I'll see you again tomorrow. Boy, tomorrow and tomorrow. And we'll be cooking. We'll be doing the last of our summer side salads. So until then, if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. Leave me a comment. Thumbs up really help, and comments help. If you haven't subscribed, hit that subscription button and the bell. Don't be afraid. And we'll catch you again tomorrow for cooking with me. Until then, have a great afternoon, evening, morning, whatever time it is for you. Stay safe, stay warm, stay dry, stay cool, whatever you need. And everybody, play nice now. Love ya. Bye-bye.